This sister can only be described as completely unhinged. Her younger brother had just been turned into a stone statue by a monster, yet she was not worried at all. Instead, she looked perfectly calm. You could even say she seemed a little happy. The reason was simple. Now that her brother had been petrified, he could no longer resist her. To her, this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. She could do whatever she wanted to him, without facing any consequences. But the sister soon realized, things were not that simple, because what she did not know, was that although the snake monster's petrification had turned his body to stone, his consciousness remained awake.
やめてほんとそれはやめて新規の男子にとってはいろんな意味で拷問だからさ
In other words, everything the sister did, he could still feel it all. He just could not move at all. And the sister had no ability to remove petrification. The members of his growing group who went out to search for a cure, all returned empty-handed. But the sister quickly came up with another idea. Since petrification looked like some kind of frozen state, maybe soaking him in hot water would restore him. And since he was already going into hot water, taking a bath at the same time seemed perfectly reasonable. So the brother was carried into the bathroom. Because in petrified form his eyes could not close, he was forced to see many things he probably should not. After the bath, the sister carried him out in a strange pose, and even used him as a clothes rack, hanging laundry on him. After all that effort, he still had not recovered. So the sister started thinking again. If a princess's true love kiss could break curses, maybe her kiss would work too. So she decided to test it herself. But just at the crucial moment, Maria suddenly appeared, and leaned her head forward. The sister's plan was instantly interrupted. She thought Maria had come to steal her brother's first kiss, but the truth was, a kiss could not break petrification at all. However, Maria had another ability. She could cure this kind of hardened condition. She raised her hand and quietly cast a spell. The next moment, the brother's body turned into light. The petrification shattered, and he returned to normal. After he recovered, Maria even gave him a comforting hug, because being trapped in stone while still conscious was actually extremely painful. Only then did the sister suddenly realize all of her strange behavior earlier. Her brother had been aware of the entire time. The moment she understood this, she instantly panicked, making up an excuse and quickly running away. Back in her room, the sister suddenly became shy and flustered. It seemed she was the kind of confident older sister who actually had a soft defense. The next morning, the brother woke up and found a strange girl in his room. It turned out she had come to request a job. She wanted his help moving house, and this client was the blonde girl who had recently developed a crush on him. In fact, she had moved out without her family's permission, but she was so strong, her family could not stop her. Along the way, the blonde girl kept complaining that her father was overprotective. Even if she left home, she believed she could live independently. This made the brother feel a little sympathy. The girl had expected life after leaving home would be simple, but when they arrived, they discovered her new home was actually a luxurious mansion.
助けいらないじゃん
ご令嬢のファッションリーダーなんてこんなものです
Since he had accepted the job, the brother honestly helped with the moving, although in reality, it looked more like the girl was helping him move. Fortunately, this love-struck girl did not realize the brother was actually very weak. Instead, she started imagining a newly married couple happily moving into their new home.
ごめんなさいですわこのハンカチ使っていい
Meanwhile, in the distance, someone had been watching the entire scene. It was the girl's family butler. He immediately concluded that the young lady insisted on moving out because she had been deceived by this boy. So he had come prepared. Even though the boy was known as a genius, he was not worried at all because he had brought along a dragon-class adventurer. In his opinion, handling this boy would be easy. But just as he was about to act, a flash of purple light appeared behind them. Both men froze. When they turned around, they saw a woman radiating murderous intent, staring straight at them. At that moment, the blonde adventurer felt his stomach twist with fear, and the butler immediately changed his tone, saying he was just an old man, and it was about time he went home for an afternoon nap. Meanwhile, inside the mansion, the brother had already been stuffed full of food by the blonde girl. She started thinking about how she could make him stay and live there, but after thinking for a long time, she could not come up with any ideas, so she went to ask the maid for advice. The maid suggested they could hire him as a live-in worker. The idea perfectly matched the girl's thoughts. When she imagined him wearing a maid outfit, she even started drooling. But obviously, the brother would never accept such a ridiculous proposal, so they decided to try another plan. They needed to create a reason for him to visit often. Finally, the maid proposed they could form an adventurer party and use the mansion as the team base. That way the brother would come there frequently. Unexpectedly, the brother actually agreed this time. So he went to the guild to ask about the registration process. The receptionist said it was very simple. As long as the party had a name, it could be officially established. This conversation was overheard by Sophie, who immediately insisted on joining the party. And just like that, a very strange harem-style team was formed. As for the team name, the responsibility naturally fell on the brother. But there was a problem. The three girls were all standing far too close to him. It instantly reminded him of the embarrassing bath scene from the night before. His brain completely froze. At that moment, the sister who had been watching from the side finally lost patience and simply chose the team name for him herself.
じゃあ